Here we go. Robot Robbie. Okay, Robot Robbie started off with d4. Let's try knight f6. Maybe I'll get a Grunfeld. Let's see if we can do that. Yes, he allows a Grunfeld. So many people have been playing knight f3 lately instead of knight c3. It's been hard to get this. So will we get the main line with e? No, he takes. That's a bit unusual. He can't play e4. He can defend the d-pawn. That's true. I can attack it. And attack it again. So I think I can force him to play e3 to defend the pawn. Oh, he's going to defend with the bishop. That's interesting. Okay. So what do I want to do here? I think I want to castle. I'm sort of waiting to see what he does with the e-pawn. He still can't play e4 because the queen can just take it. And, I want to pin the knight after the e-pawn moves forward. That's my thinking. So why move the bishop until he's moved his e-pawn? And it seems like he's trying to find moves other than moving his e-pawn. But eventually he does it. Okay, so bishop g4 was my idea to pin it. And if he attacks the bishop, I will have to trade. Or retreat. Because the bishop can't go back this way and maintain the pin. So the question is, do I really want to trade? I guess so. Maybe I can get an e5 myself after getting rid of that knight, and maybe that'll be good. I don't know. Hard to say because it's opening up this bishop over here too. Okay, so he just defends with his bishop. Now if I trade, he takes back with the bishop, hitting my queen, so I don't want to trade at this point. If I play e5 here and he takes, you could take with either the knight or the pawn. So he takes with a knight, hitting my bishop. I have to trade bishops first. I take the knight, he takes. At some point when he takes the pawn, I can take his queen. But that's just a trade. Yeah, do I win a pawn? That's the question. No, in fact, I might not even get my pawn back. Okay, let's do something normal, like put a rook to the center and see what he does next. Okay, he castles. Other rook to the center, maybe that's an idea. Also, I should think about other squares for the queen. It might get chased away pretty soon. Hard to say. Maybe I should have put the rook on the c file and played knight to b4. That might have been a better plan. Push the c pawn forward. Maybe get knight to c2. And okay, but I have put the rook on the d file. So let's centralize these rooks and once again prepare for e4 there. So I think at this point I have to trade and drop my queen back. Let's see, where else could I go? I mean, it might be nice to move my queen away and keep the rook opposite his queen. Of course, he can just move his queen off of that file. If I go over here to g5, is that doing anything? I guess I want to stay in touch with the knight. Yeah, so he wants to pile up on the knight. It's a little bit awkward. Let's see, if I play knight to, if I move the knight just anywhere, he can take the b pawn at some point. And at the moment he can take the knight and double my pawns. Okay, so if I play e5 and he takes, and I trade queens, and I take the pawn, I get the center pawn and he gets that pawn. I don't know. I need to do something. This knight's kind of stuck over there. So I misplayed this this part here where I put the rooks in the center. Probably, like I said, I should have put the rook to the c file, got the knight out of the way, and pushed the c pawn forward. I think that's a better plan here. Yeah, let's take the queen off first. And take there. Yep, he goes there. So where do I want my rook now? That's the question. And also he's gained a pawn, huh? So rook to b8 looks pretty natural, and that bishop would retreat. There were some clever knight moves. His bishop is undefended. Is there a way to lure one of his pieces to a dark square? Yeah, actually I can't, I have to be careful. I can't get the rook off the back rank. Because this check here would pull my bishop away from defense of the knight. I would lose material if I were to lift up my rook. So now he's stopping to think where to put the bishop. I guess, and I have an idea here of c5 to c4. But he could take the knight then, and then take the pawn on c4. I was thinking, you know, exploit that pin on the b pawn. Okay, so he went there. Well, let's go at least that far. Yeah, he goes there. So now, yeah, there's still no great discovery, is there? So I can move my knight here. He takes the bishop, I take back. He takes the pawn. I move my knight here. He takes the bishop. I go here, hitting his rook. He just retreats his bishop. That's like 2 pieces for a knight. That's not particularly good. If I play c5 now, he just takes the knight. Yeah, okay, I guess the only square for the knight is here anyway, so I will play that. So I get my knight b5 in anyway. It goes there. Okay, well, why don't we threaten to win that bishop with the check. I'm sure he had more active ways to play there, probably just going after my pawn. So he retreats. Okay. This guy plays in a funny fashion. Okay, so he's giving a pawn back. I guess that's all right. Didn't need to do that, really. But maybe he's okay. Yeah, he's going to keep an extra pawn here. Here, let's stop that pawn from coming forward and attack it. Okay, so he gave up 2 pawns for no particular reason. So now what? I should probably get in front of his pawn, I guess. So let's drop back here. It defends my pawn, prepares to attack his pawn. So we've gone from a situation where I was losing to where I am. It's a pretty certain draw at this point. Now let's see. I can play a5 here. He can't take because I'll take his rook. He can push. And then I push. So one way to do this is to put the rook here first. And then play a5. And he still can't take it, and I'll win a pawn here. So he just stepped back with the king. I'm not sure what that was about. Thought he was going to take on f5 there. Okay, so we've gone from being 2 pawns down to 1 pawn up, if this works out correctly. Anyway, we'll take a look in the postmortem at the earlier part of the game and see where I went wrong, because I kind of got in real trouble there. And it didn't look like white was doing anything extraordinary. It looks like I was just making some mistakes. Okay, so he's going to come down and check me, I guess. Very predictable. Let's see, I think I can just give up a pawn here. And come forward with the king. If I come this way, there's this danger that my king will get trapped over there. If I go down, maybe just going down is good, because he's got to bring his rook back to get in front of my pawn anyway. His king is too far away to stop it. Only his rook can stop my pawn. So I'll just hold on to my material for now and start pushing the pawn. Okay, so the first part of this is accomplished. Let's bring the king over. Okay, there. His king can't approach my pawn. And let's see, I can check and drive that king back. Then I'll play king to c2 there. That should be the winner. So anyway, it's a nice little endgame demonstration there, I guess. He wasn't playing particularly well, but that shows one way you can win these games. And at this point, I'm just going to run him out of moves and then checkmate him with the king and the rook. Let's see, what's the simplest way to do it? Bring the king in here, right? Just got to avoid stalemates. There. Or get close to a checkmate. If I go here, where is he going? If I go here, where is he going? There, I go here, he has one move. Then I go here, he has one move. It's kind of like losing a tempo to get to that situation, and then that's checkmate. Okay, well, I thought that was a nice game. I'm going to upload this and do a postmortem. See you guys later. Bye.